We're about 2 hours away. We dropped off some blankets at the
If anybody's comfortable sitting on the floor, please do that. So you start kind of slow in the oh my gosh. You like how everybody's quiet? So I yell at her and get like, she feels very we'll be well. Oh, yeah, yes, for there. Y'all, we have been so spoiled for so long that the church also, and we are grateful now to this coalition of amazing therapists and counselors who have loaned us this space for tonight. So we're gonna shoehorn ourselves in as the best we can. Well, there are things that we will not be doing tonight because for those of you who were here for winter solstice, remember that?
Yeah.
Remember? Yeah, we're not gonna try that again. No, I don't think so. Let's go. There are on that table, and I'm going to go get them and pass them around. There are two different things. One of them is a Brigid prayer card, and the other are the words to two of the songs we're going to sing tonight. And then there's a third song that Jenna, and Jenna is going to speak. You don't come to somebody. So, and so it is now. Hello, come in. You all yourself. You all may have to share with each other. I think there's only about 35 of these. So I'm going to. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Did that sound
Hey. No, not again. Everyone has this card. And if you have a singing sheet, which is the longer one, and someone doesn't have one, please be willing to share.
As we're getting started, I want to introduce the team for tonight. I'm Byron Ballard. This is Jenna. This is Mary Jane. And this is Val.
I'm just bored with myself. Slack little passion on it. Oh, that's okay, thanks. It's everything.
Now, I went around to the team a little earlier, and I reminded them, and I'm going to remind you now, that we are here to celebrate. We are here to be together, here in Imbloc, here to celebrate Brigid and all that she is and does. But we are mostly here to look each other in the eye and remember that there's sanity on the planet. And weirdly enough, we're it.
Yes, indeed.
So we will stop and go tonight. We will stop and breathe. We will stop and weep if we need to do that. But the time together tonight is precious to all of us because there are not a whole lot of places in this country where you can come together as the group of weirdos and witches and whatever you all are and be exactly as we want to be and need to be and choose to be. We are recording tonight for our YouTube channel, Mother Grove Goddess Temple YouTube channel. But the recording will not record anyone's faces. So it will record the ritual itself and the laughing and the crying and the shaking of our fists. But your anonymity is terribly important to us. All that being said, take a nice deep cleansing breath. And welcome, Imbloc. We are going to begin tonight with the directions.
Yes, let's. If you
Oh,
will.
just turn your head to them.
I'm just gonna
Okay.
go. If you want to look for it, that's fine.
Look to the north.
Okay, ragged breakfast rock fills lungs, round, hard as granite, ice like iron. We stand among the great stones, still in the birth time of the new and the start of world. Creatures of the oldest queen, grandchildren of fiercest down, we stand in your grace. Hallelujah, ancient mother, be welcome to our inmost right.
Welcome. On the dawning air, we watch it rise, rows of poetry, gold and red, honeyed petals of song and thorns of grief. We listen on the ridge line in the birth time of the new and a weighted world. The keening sound, the round drums rejoice. Blessed bridge on your day. Spirits of the bride, goddess and saint, wonder-working, steel-forging Brigid, be welcome to our Imbloc rite. Welcome!
To the south, the liquid flames rise high, devouring all they touch. See their brightness, cutting like the sword through all that is spent. See where they are in shadow of flame, the first time of the year and the bloody world, the reddened food, the raven, chief and Morrigan who hunts the field. Omen crows ride with her, great queen, shrewd and cunning. You are welcome to our Imbloc rite. Welcome.
Welcome! The heavy mist gives way to rain. Mirrored drops a light on the web of all life, renewing. Mother Danu gave her name to the ambling river, gives herself to the deepness of sea, here in the birth time of the new and briny moon. Danu, Mother, guide our ships as we navigate unknowable waters. Wise and strong Danu, you are welcome to our Imbloc rite. Welcome!
Welcome!
Deep breath. And so our temple is raised and the circle is passed. We are Mother Grove Goddess Temple. And we have been around for about 19 years. We have a chapel downtown across Charlotte Street from the First Baptist Church, of which we're very proud. We stand in alliance with the Cathedral of All Souls, which is now the Cathedral of All Souls at St. George's in West Nashville. And we stand in alliance with Beloved Asheville, who is our sister organization. We welcome you exactly as you are. We are a non-denominational goddess temple, which means if you love Danu, if you love the Morrigan, if you love Brigid, if you love the Kaliak, you are welcome. If you love the Blessed Virgin, you are welcome. If you love the Shekinah, you are welcome. If you love oil, you are welcome. However you perceive and understand the divine feminine, she is here. They are here with you, with us. We are coming out still of COVID, and we are coming out now from 4 months of relief work for Helene. But we welcome your participation in whatever way feels right to you. And the big announcement, Patrick, do you know the number for the big announcement I'm about to make, or should I look at my phone?
I think I can.
Okay.
If I know what you.
I think you know what I'm talking about. And before I forget, if your phone is on, turn it off. Put it on stun. So at the winter solstice, being terribly aware of the trees that we've lost here in Helene, we started a fundraiser called Oak and Mistletoe, which I keep thinking dog and butterfly for those of you who are and then I sing the song. I'm sorry. So that fundraiser is ending tonight. Now, for anyone who wants to still give money to that, you are welcome to do that all year long. We will renew that fundraiser next winter solstice. But the money we have raised will be going to Asheville Greenwork to plant oak trees, native oaks. And when I called them to see if that would be okay, I talked to their development director who said, I don't understand. I said, well, we want to do a fundraiser and give you money to plant native oaks. And she went, so you want to give us money to do what we do? I said basically that's what we want to do. We want to write you a check of unknown number around the 1st of February to plant native oaks. And she went, okay, let me be really clear. What do you need from us? And I said, I need for it to be okay that I say that we're going to give you money to do this. She went, yeah. Oh, yes. Yes, absolutely you can. But rather than putting it in the basket, hand it directly to Patrick.
Patrick, raise your hand so everybody knows who Patrick is.
So as of today, we have raised
4,400 and something. I can remember something.
and you all did that. And this community throughout the country has done that. And we had a druid order in South Carolina that just blew us away with the check they sent. So thank you all. That's enough talking, isn't it? If you serve on the Mother Grove Circle of Council, which is our governing body, please raise your hand. So if you have specific questions about Mother Grove that I have not necessarily glossed over, see one of these fine people. They will tell you all about what we do. Good?
Can I make a request that you turn that light that's way over there?
Is it right in your eyes? Is it blinding you?
Or just turn it around. Yeah, turn it around.
There.
I did turn the heat down a little bit, but if we wanted to open the windows to, like, all the windows are working, if folks wanted a little more coolness, then we can do that.
And let me acknowledge the two of you. These two amazing women. They came to the winter solstice ritual, and afterwards they said, we need to talk to you about space. So thank you for talking to us about space and for welcoming us. Thank you. In the steep and common path of our calling, be it easy or uneasy to our flesh, be it dark or bright for us to follow, may your perfect guidance be upon us. Brigid of the forge, be thou a shield to us. Brigid of the fold, be thou our shepherd and our healer. In each secret thought our minds may weave. Brigid of the loom, give us sweet clarity. In our grief or pain or sadness, Brigid of the well, heal us, strengthen us, stand with your mighty shoulder near to us. And in our joys and in our bliss, Brigid of the hearth, keeper of the bread plate, maker of beer, dance with us as we awaken the great round garden of the world.
Welcome home and
Squeeze in.
you got more people. Oh, okay, we're good. Brigid, goddess of water's healing balm, bring us peace in this place of suffering. Lend us strength and calm. Bless us with compassion and renewal in these dark times. Victorious warrior of the shining spear, spread your mantle of protection over all of us here.
Hear now the words of the goddess. I, who am the beauty of the green earth and the white moon among the stars and the mysteries of the waters, I call on your soul to rise and come to me. For I am that which gives life to the universe. I am that which turns the great wheel.
From me all things proceed, and unto me they must return. Let my worship be in a heart that rejoices, remembering that all acts of love and pleasure are my ritual. Let there be beauty and strength, power and compassion, honor and humility, mirth and reverence within you.
And you who seek to know me, know that your seeking will be useless unless you know the mystery. If that which you seek you cannot find within your own heart, you will never find it outside yourself. For I've been with you from the beginning, my child, myself. I am the rapture and peace attained at the end of desire. Blessed be. It's story time. And I'm just going to sit down with my water bottle and tell you some Bridget stories. So, Bridget. Bridget, as far as we know, came in the Proto-Indo-European migrations out of the Indus Valley and ended up in Alabama. I will tell you how that happened. So she left her name all across Europe. She is cognate with Brigantia, so her name also gave Britain its name. She is a pan-Celtic goddess whose worship has been, as far as we can tell, unbroken in all that time, which is pretty darn unusual. So she gets to Ireland, and then she gets to encounter not only pesky druids, but she also gets to encounter Christianity. And there she made the sweet transition from goddess to saint. And there she is today. And they tried their best in Vatican II to decanonize her, because somebody actually read the lore and said to themselves, well, this is pagan goddess crap. She's not a saint. She's a leftover pagan goddess. And Ireland did this. So, yeah, whatever. She's the goddess of everything, with the possible exception of sex and fertility. It's interesting, isn't it? She is, as we think of the Abrahamic deity, she is the goddess. So it's poetry. Where's my poet? It's poetry. It's smithcraft. It's archery. It's bread making. It's beer making. It's feeling. It's weaving. It's midwifery. If you can name it, Bridget has her hands right in the middle of it. There are some Bridget tales. Normally, I'd be pacing around waving my arms at you. But someone like this sitting in the corner. There's some stories of Bridget that show us that she originally was probably a solar deity. So you will see on the altar, and many of you know what a Bridget's wheel or a Bridget's cross looks like. And if you notice that without the little legs, it was the same thing as the Hindu swastika. So it's a sun wheel. Her wheel reminds us of the turning of the great wheel. We know that there are legends about her hanging her cloak on a sunbeam, and the sunbeam held up her cloak. And her cloak is very important. It's called the brat, which is mantle, her cloak. And there are fun stories about that. So she went to the King of Leinster, and this is Saint Bridget, though there's not a patch between them. So Saint Bridget went to the king and said, I would like to have enough land to build a great double monastery, men on one side, women on the other. And the king patted her on the head and said, certainly, little lady, no problem, as kings are wont to do. and she was expecting, well, 50 paces north and 20 paces, and you go past the bush and over the hill, which is Irish directions always. And instead he said, I will give you all of the land your cloak will cover. And I can just imagine her, trickster that she is, kind of squinting her eyes through and unhooking the cloak at the throat and then twirling it like a matador so that it covered 500 acres of the field. So good for her. And she built this other monastery, and it was all good. And she is the beer woman. There's a beautiful poem attributed to Saint Bridget. Who would like to give a lake of beer to Jesus and all the saints? So they and happy, let the cares of the world fall from them, blah, 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 blah. So, in addition to healer, magic worker, sunbeam owner, midwife, and I'll tell you the midwife story in a minute, I always think of her as a trickster. So here's the other trickster thing she did. Here she is, as one does, outside her great double monastery. And there, in a big trough, she's bathing lepers, as saints would do. And she would bathe the leper, and the leper would emerge clear of the disease. And off they went, when instead of putting clothes on and going away. So she's there, I don't know if she does it on a particular day of the week, bathing lepers. And a young novice runs out from the convent to say, Mother, Mother, the bishop is coming, and we have no food. And Bridget goes, very well. So she finishes bathing the last leper and helps the leper out of the tub. And then she turns the leper's filthy bathwater into beer, which they give to the bishop. Now, I feel confident. If the novice had run out saying, Mother, Mother, we're out of beer, then Mother would have gone in and they would have had a whole different sort of miracle around beer. But the idea that this saint and this goddess just thought, so the bishop shows up unannounced. Well, we'll fix him. So she's universally loved in both Scotland and Ireland. They are holy wells dedicated to her. Her birthplace in Kildare, and I'm going to refer back to the oak and mistletoe. The words Kildare means hill of the oak. So she's also associated with the oak and all that brings. She is known as the midwife of the Blessed Virgin. So that means she also is a time traveler. And I suspect that Bridget is in fact the first doctor. And you know what I mean. You know what doctor I mean.
Oh, yeah.
So Bridget in the 5th century comes out, probably dressed a little bit like this, and she crosses the lintel into the cow barn to milk the cows. And as she crosses over, she's magically transformed through time and space to Bethlehem and the birth of the baby Jesus. So there she is. And practical girl that she is, she helps the Blessed Virgin give birth to the Holy Child. You know that whole wrapped in swaddling clothes laying in a manger? Bridget did that. Then she cooked a casserole. She burned some sweetgrass so it like smell better. She washed everything up. She gave Joseph a sedative of some kind. Maybe a little herbal tea she brought with her. And then she cleaned everything up. Then practical girl, she stepped over the lintel of that barn and came back to her own barn, and she milked her cows and made the cheese and made all the cream and all that she was required. Hold this goddess saint close to you. This is her time, of course, in all times. No time is her time. And she is healer. She is sister. She is grandmother. She is ageless. Certainly she is timeless. Goodness gracious, fill up next. She may be coming up on the elevator. So tonight we're going to do a bunch of things. We're going to sing some songs. We're not going to dance. Sorry. Jenna is going to sing us a song, and then we're going to clear this area here, the table right behind all of you, and we are going to learn about Clouties and Smooring candles. And we're going to do a time-honored practice of pouring a little bit of milk over the statue. And that is going to require us to move slowly and with great love and care and patience, but mostly love for each other. And try not to elbow each other because we're not those kind of people. We're saving our elbows for other people. And I also look at the prayer book. Sorry. So that's the preaching that always happens at this time. The mantle will come in the fire temple at Kildare, beer. Oh, Alabama! You were alone. How the hell did she get to Alabama? I'm not sure. So she's the goddess of all these things. When she comes, when the edge of her cloak, the hem of her cloak, comes into North America, because of her Catholic root, she becomes beautifully woven into the tapestry of Afro-Caribbean religion, where she becomes Maman Brigid, the Queen of the Dead. And that brings her full circle all the way to Alabama, Louisiana, Mississippi, and right here to North Carolina. So that's the last thing I think I'm going to tell you for now. And if you will look at your song sheet, we're going to sing through Well of Her Memory. And then we'll sing it together. I don't know, 2 or 3 times. Do you remember? Okay. What? Ready? I will never use my words away of the melody and the power of the living. It will rise in me. Nice and loud, because what background that? I will never lose my ways in the way of the memory and the power of the living faith. It will rise in me. Never lose my ways to the land of her memory, with the power of the living faith. It will rise in me. Never lose my ways to the land of the memory and the power of the living flame. It will rise. It will rise. Ooh, Jerry, can we just have all of them to the choir? I'm making an executive decision. Could you help me to try all the readings? Yeah. Someone passed them. Someone passed them. I know, it's not Mardi Gras. You tell me who's Christmas.
Trickster.
When I did that, I thought, wouldn't it be funny to be in a really big place and have a Clouties cannon?
I got Clouties.
Thank you.
Anybody else need words?
Always melting in our heart. Exactly. Does anyone on this side have? Anyone that side have? Do you have any extras here? We good?
Anybody else need a cookie? Oh, now I'm in the middle again. Okay, this is the prayer flag of my people. It's called a Cloutie or sometimes a Cloutie. It depends on how you learned it and where. And it is simply a strip of biodegradable cotton. This is cotton, plain old cotton. It laid outside last night as the Brigid rock. So it absorbed the blessing of the goddess as she wandered through. And then I tore it up into little pieces to bring to you. Here's what you do with it. And if we were in a larger place or a smaller group, we do something a little different, but we're not. We're happily all together. So what is traditionally done with a Cloutie is that you hold it in your hand and you just stroke it. And you put in it the intentions of your prayer, whatever that is. And you all do know it's so good to pray for yourself, right? Oh, no. I want an enthusiastic. Because there are way too many people, and some of them are in this room, probably many of you are this way, who will do anything for anybody else when it comes to taking care of yourself, maybe not so much. Here's your Cloutie. So you put all that yummy stuff into it. Maybe you kiss it, or you lick it. I don't know your life. You lick the Cloutie if you want to lick the Cloutie. Traditionally, the Cloutie is then tied over a sacred well. And that's why you want it to be biodegradable. Some people now will rip off a piece of a grocery bag and pretend it's a Cloutie and tie it over a sacred well. Sacred wells don't like that. Nor do the people who tend them. So I want you to, we're going to spend a little moment putting in your prayers and food wishes. So in the conversation that we had earlier, I'm still thinking of my food. Anyway, you're going to take the food and take it home, and you're going to tie it to a twig or a shrub or a rose bush in your yard. And if you don't have a yard or a twig or a rose bush in your yard, put it in a park. The French Broad River Park, the former dog park. There's not a lot of places to tie it, but it could use your blessing. And Owen Park. That would love your blessing. But you know what? You can tie it in your own front yard and still bless Swannanoa and Barnesville and Red Hill and all those places that still need a lot of learning. That's what you do with the quiz. I want you to hold it first, and I'm gonna be quiet for about 15 seconds. While you pour, I know, can you imagine? While y'all pour your love and the Brigid healing and the goodness right into your personal clue. Hand these out instead of having you all go there, and then we'll just do the going to pour the milk. I think it would be too difficult, frankly, for us to do all of that over in that corner. How nice! What a nice problem to have, isn't it? There's too many people here to celebrate Imbloc. Impossible! And they're two different sizes. The size of the candle doesn't matter. It's not the size of the wand, my friends. It's the magic in it. No, just like that. You're good. It's a little heavy. I wonder if Billy Graham's son would let us do this out at the Cove in their big old. What you reckon? Brigid Bright Arrow. Yeah. I don't even know if they're Jesus' mother, so it's hard to say. I'm going to start telling you about smooring now. We are not going to actually light candles because I love you enough not to have candle wax on your floor. At the Cathedral of All Souls, which I've mentioned several times, they have a lovely wooden floor, so it's easy to scrape it off. Someone asked me years ago, what is the hardest thing about being a high priestess? And I said, making sure there's no wax on the carpet of the rented hall. The hardest thing we do. So smooring, S-M-O-O-R-I-N-G, smooring is what you do when you bank the fire for the night in a fireplace or a campfire. It's when you make sure there's enough live coals to be able to restart the fire later and not enough fire to have it be burning. Smooring. So with candles like this, the magic candle must be in the box. Does someone have a really fat pink candle? Bless you. Let me trade you. She's a magic candle. She should get like a special treat. You can have extra soda bread. This candle was lit at the Eternal Flame in Kildare. And the way you get a candle from Kildare to Asheville, North Carolina on a plane is not what you think. Calm down. Is that you s'more the energy of the light into the wax of the candle. And I'm going to demonstrate that now, but I'm going to do it over the altar. So any drips of wax happen here because we love you and we're very grateful. So when you go home over your own carpet or your wooden floor or whatever, be careful. Do not leave living flame unattended. We're not the dumb ones, are we? Okay, so the candle, imagine that it has been lit. Whoa, not with carpet. It has been lit at the sacred and eternal flame in Kildare. Then I take the power of the flame and I imagine drawing it down, and you can stroke the candle to do that, drawing the energy of the flame into the wax of the candle. And when you feel that the energy is imbued in the wax, then you can blow out the flame. And then you have the sacred flame encased in wax to go home to your home altar or your dining room table or wherever you would like to have that. So these, did we have enough candles? We have another box if we need them. I can't get to it, but nope. It's behind Bob Nankin. It's in a box under the table. It's a box of Hanukkah candles. Who is missing a candle? Oh, is anybody missing a candle?
I got one.
Oh. Okay.
I got it.
Check it
Wow.
out. I'll just get one for myself. Are you serious?
Serious.
It's an Imbloc miracle. Now I finally I can turn the water into beer. The next activity, and honestly, for those of you who have never been with us before, we normally are much more you get up and you do things, but I just didn't know how we can do it. So the next activity, and I'm going to be like the crazy third grade teacher who goes from here to there, and then you come up and do it, and then you sit down, and then from there to there. It's an easy way without it being insane. But traditionally, and we've been doing.
I have it here.
Yes, you do. But you can't.
Okay.
The first time we did this ritual was in the 90s, and we called it Brigid Goldridge, a celebration of Brigid Goldridge, something like that. So we had pagans, we had witches, we had Catholics, we had Protestants, we had Irish people, we had Scottish people, we had a ton of people, and they all just loved Brigid. And so I look around here, and I don't know if any of you are Catholic, I know some of you are Protestant, but here we are again, being with Brigid. And something that is traditionally done is that milk, which is a traditional offering for Brigid, a little drop of it is poured over a statue. Now this beautiful triple aspected statue of Brigid shows her keening. She invented keening, you know, the Greek goddess that way. And she also invented whistling. And here she is with a baby, here she's midwifery, and here she is at the fore. So you are invited to put just the tiniest drop of milk and to say a prayer or to say thank you or to just be in the presence of this statue which symbolizes this amazing goddess. And we are going to do it clockwise. And I am going to move the sheepskin. There's no honey trips under that. I should give it to you to line on.
That's right.
Wow. Here you go, Cozy. Be comfy. So, you two over to here.
Oh, Byron, we're doing milk for birthday.
Oh, we're not gonna do
Oh, we're not doing.
You're gonna take
It's the end.
Are we doing the song? That's our Smooring.
We will do that, yes. So, if anyone doesn't object, can we do the milk, or do you wanna? I mean, I'm just here as the kind of ringleader. You wanna do your thing now? Valerie's gonna do her thing now. Valerie wants to do her thing with milk.
I'm named Valerie, aka Hi, Please, it's Super Vixen. I'm also a DJ at 103.3 FM on Wednesdays from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. every week. I play music and I act a fool. I teach a little bit, all that. This milk we showed this morning. Whereas our goddess Brigid is to consider as each one of us have our own many challenges, that we can see you in the field spinning your cloak around each and every one of us as we move through our challenges. We can feel the wind and the sharpness of your cloak, lending us hovering over each and every one of us. Every time we see a challenge or experience this challenge, we see you in the feeling of the whipping. And as we are in whatever we're feeling, folks start to feel a breeze and we're like, windows open. As that cloak whips, we feel over ourselves. A sense of authority that we can never be at any time, in any way, known, unknown, multi-dimensionally, we, wherever we are, cloaked and covered. We will imagine her going before us to put it. And they said, I'm sorry, you don't have us to imagine putting up in a little something, something like that. Person, imagine feeling horrible about our health and then suddenly this kind of hope in her pet. And it was a ram of man horns. And be like, I don't know what happened, but that ape-like body just disappeared. Here the whipping of her cloak, as she extends her energy from hither and thither, past time and no time at all. She's got us covered. And when you take upon this look, this right here, everyone that touches this, we're unified together, and we're going to make it through all kinds of things. We're going to be able to laugh. Next time you come over here, your face gonna be so tight like this, you're smiling. Because things working out for you. You understand where I'm coming from? Oh, and feel. Baby. It's got your back and your front. It's got the up and the down. And somebody say all around.
Yeah.
All around.
Yes. Somebody join me.
Yes.
And y'all sound weak, Miss Leary. Yes, sir. So we come to stop. And now we're gonna act like this here milk and just keep pouring and pouring because we're gonna do what? A little daddy, little daddy. As one of y'all come up in here pouring all up in here and act like nobody else behind you will get you. So let's do right. Let's remember that we are gonna make it through anything. Anything. All right. My lady, may I begin?
Yes.
Start again. And we're gonna do 1, 2, 3. Pass it. 1, 2, 3. You wanna know what to do. I trust that.
You are a bright, precious freedom. You are the branch and blossom. You are a sheltering stone. You are a bright, precious freedom. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of her living flame. It will rise in me. will never, never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of her living faith. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of her living grace. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of her living grace. It will rise in me. Never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of the living faith. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of her living flame. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of her living flame. It will rise in me. I will never lose the well of her memory and the power of her living flame. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of her living faith. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of the living faith. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of the living faith. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of her memory and the power of the living faith. It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the well of the memory and the power of the living faith. It will rise in me. I will lose my way to the well of the memory and the power of the of the memory and the power of the living flame. It will rise. It will rise with me.
It's the miracle of the night.
It will rise in me. I will never lose my way to the way of the memory. The power and the power of the living. It will rise. It will rise in me.
I am so energized by your voices. They're so beautiful. Everybody sounds amazing. I attended a workshop for Imbloc that Byron did in 2017, and he taught us these words about smooring the candle, and I wrote a song, and I'd love to teach it to you today. So you can take your candle while we're doing this, and the words I will just say them one time, just because sometimes it's a little hard to understand. But I am smooring the candle as Brigid would smore it.
As Brigid would smore it.
Blessed be the home.
Blessed be the home.
Blessed be the heart.
Blessed be the heart.
And that's Hearth. Heart. But you could say heart if you want. Blessed be the people all.
Blessed be the people all.
I am smooring the candle as Brigid would smore it. Blessed be the home. Blessed be the heart. Blessed be the people. I am smooring the candle as Brigid would smore it. Blessed be the home. Blessed be the home. Blessed be the people. Oh, one more time. I am smooring the candle as Brigid would smore it. Blessed be the home. Blessed be the home. Blessed be the people.
Oh, it's like Imbloc is the endurance file, blessing and healing. I love it. We are now going to enter the ceremony of cakes and ale. Cakes and ale is a promise that we make to each other as a community. It's not just soda bread with cranberries with raisins in it, though it is that. So if you are gluten intolerant, take a break from the center instead. And it is not just the offering of the chalice, which in this case is water, plain, clean water. What we do in this ceremony is that we will say to you, Mary Jane and I will pass among you with the cakes and ale. And neither cake nor egg. We will pass among you and will say, may you never hunger. And the response is, thank you, love you, blessed be, whatever you want that response to be. But what we are saying to you is that when you want Mr. Heater, your propane buddy, when you want canned food from the pantry, when you want somebody to hold you while you cry, we are committed to that as a community. We are committed to each other to give each other what we need as we can. And when we say to you, may you never thirst, it is not just for clean water, though after 4 months, aren't we grateful?
There you go.
That's the thing. But what we're saying is, whatever thing you thirst for, whether it is spiritual, whether it is physical, what your thirst of knowledge or thirst is, we will do our best to help you meet that. And that is our commitment to you as your community. So what we ask is that you take whatever morsel in the may you never hunger part and wait until the chalice comes and dip carefully. Because we are still mindful that there are many, many diseases wandering around, but we're not going to drink from the same chalice, especially not just one. If neither of those things is something you care to ingest, please just put your hand over your heart and receive the love and blessing from home.
Did you, does the brand have dairy?
No. No, it doesn't. Let's see, buttermilk. It does have buttermilk. Sorry, I was going through the recipe in my head. The bread is made with 3 cups of whole wheat and bread flour. It has a teaspoon of sugar, a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of baking powder, and a teaspoon of baking soda. It has a cup and a half of buttermilk and a cup and a half of craisins. Bake at 370 for 40 minutes. So yes, there's dairy in it. Sorry. Mary Jane?
Do you want to do food or drink?
I'll do that. Okay. I guess I'll start. Right here.
Open windows.
I can't. It is not belting yet. God,
If you guys want to open those windows over there, that would be great. That's probably plenty.
Oh, wow.
That's probably
Good.
She's actually a better
Oh, breathe is come. Breathe is welcome. Brigid is welcome. Welcome, Brigid. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Welcome, Brigid. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Welcome, Brigid. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Brigid is welcome. Welcome, Brigid. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Brigid is welcome. Welcome, Brigid. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Brigid is welcome. Welcome, Brigid. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Brigid is welcome. Welcome, Brigid. Oh, Brigid is welcome. Brigid is welcome. Welcome, Brigid. Oh, Brigid is
That was beautiful. Wow. I know you look like a pre-rapper like everybody but me.
Did I miss anyone? It's warm here. All of you who came in with cold hands, are your hands warm now? Yes. Blessed be. Thank you, Deborah.
It's like the loaves and fish. I know they're not second pieces. Well, now that you've had food and drink, get on your feet. Man, look at this. Everybody surges up like, yes,
Just wait. Just wait.
Yes. We are now going to open the circle and do the merry meet, and then everybody can hug and kiss and go home and come back next. We are going to begin in the west. If you would all turn towards me. Grandmothers of the west, go if you must, but lend us your light a little longer if you will. So may it be.
So may it be.
And then to the south.
Grandmothers of the South, go if you must, but lend us your warmth on this cold night a little while longer, if you will. So may it be.
So may it be.
And now to the east. Grandmothers of the east, go if you must, but lend us your scent of freedom a while longer.
Huzzah.
So may it be.
So may it be.
Grandmothers of the North, go if you must, but lend us a moment longer of grace, if you will. So may it be.
So may it be.
And back round to the center. Lady of the sacred flame, as we leave this circle, give us strength and voice and the will to do your work. Help us to craft our lives from the heart of our own forge, the heat and love within us, spreading outward in all we do. Lady of the holy well, give us eyes that see true and hands that offer help, lovingly in honor of you. And so, our circle is open, but never again broken. May the goddess Brigid awaken in every heart and aim that arrow to Washington, D.C. May the goddess awaken in every heart. Mary do we meet and Mary do we part. And Mary do we meet and well, thank you.
Hey folks, as you're leaving, if you want to take the stairs to the right instead of waiting on the elevator, that'll just take you out to Montford Avenue. You can walk around the back of the building and get your cars.
Be safe going out, be safe going home.
Thank you.